I'll debate any of you or all of you at the same time, anytime. Okay? Pick a topic. What are the best? Here's the topic we'll debate. What are the best 5 evidences for evolution? Okay. Secondly, they go first and give the one topic at a time. They can have up to 15 minutes max per topic. Okay. I get equal time to refute it. No interrupting, and mics are shut off when the other side is speaking. Joseph, there it is. 2 hours max on the debate, but I don't want to go more than 2 hours. We give them an opportunity every Thursday and Friday night to call in, and they don't call in.
Kent, one of the most
shut him off. Shut him off, Joseph. Shut him off.
arguments in favor of the theory of
Joseph.
evolution, right? Why are you blocking me?
I told you to shut up, Joseph. You have to shut him off every time.
You also
one at a time. Joseph.
You also made a prediction.
Shut him off. Shut him off. Joseph. Okay, shut him off, Joseph.
I haven't been monopolizing the conversation, and you keep blocking me.
Joseph, shut him off. Okay, I'll debate any of you or all of, and they don't call in.
Kent, one of the most
shut him off. Shut him off, Joseph. Shut him off.
arguments in favor of the theory of
Joseph.
evolution, right? Why are you blocking me?
I told you to shut up, Joseph. You have to shut him off every time.
You also
one at a time. Joseph.
You also made a prediction.
Shut him off. Shut him off. Joseph. Okay, shut him off, Joseph.
I haven't been monopolizing the conversation, and you keep blocking me.
Joseph, shut it off. Okay, I'll debate.
Oh, I know. I forgot to add myself to the stage. Can you hear something now, Mod? You can say, can you hear anything now? Okay, I think that's what's happened. Hey, yes. So I hope you heard that little start, and I put up, this clip of Hovind issuing a meaningless challenge to debate anybody anytime, and then creationist crybaby goes on perfectly polite. Kent blocks him. Shut him off, Joseph. Shut him off. Shut him off, Joseph. Stephen, is anybody here? It reminded me of that Dan when Stephen, he's calling, oh, Stephen, can somebody call in Stephen? So, yes, I'm sorry, Phantom and Mod, the two people in the chat at the moment, that I stuffed up the stream. I forgot to add myself to the stage. I was just talking to myself. So just a short show tonight. If anybody does want to come on, make it soon, because I don't want to go on forever. I've got a very short attention span, not to mention anything else. Well, we won't mention anything else. No, we won't. So I've called the show just for want of something better to say. Questions that Kent won't answer. And one thing that has annoyed me lately, he's trying to say that the World War II was because of evolution. So he's that desperate. So he goes on about Japanese thinking they were superior, or they did, I guess, but nothing to do with the theory of evolution. And then so he talks about this thing. Oh, well, the second part of that title says the origin of the species by means of natural selection, or the preservation of favored races in the struggle for life. So what does that mean? What it actually means, he's not talking about races in the sense of human races. He was meaning species. and populations within a species, and those that are better adapted tend to do better in their lifespan. Plants in a hot climate are adapted to living in that climate. They last longer than other plants. And people, if you do want to take it to people, if they're better adapted to various conditions, they will thrive at a different level to those that aren't. So, oh, look, there's Clod. So that's one thing that got to me. So I thought, oh, I'm sick of this going on and on and on. And Kent lying to his people, blatantly lying. So I thought I would go on about that and explain that he's not talking about any races being favored in the sense that they are superior. In his title, he's talking about who is better adapted to their climate. Now, whether Darwin was in his private life a racist or not, I don't know. It has got nothing to do with it. Some Christians are racist, some aren't. So you can't say that. And in fact, if you do go to favored races, there's one book that does talk about a particular race that's favored. Anybody know what that book is? Does somebody want to type it in the comments? What book mentions a race that is favored? Okay, what book? Come on. Start off at 10. Who can tell me? Well, I'm going to tell you it's the Bible. So here's Kent going on, and that's all right. Yeah, so, well, Darwin had 10 kids with his cousins. What do you think what did that good Christian, what's that family that popped out 19 kids and counting? And one of the sons was having it off and interfering with his sisters? He happened to be a Christian. Was that all right? So it's not all right, but it doesn't have anything. And of course, who did Cain and Abel have it off with, Maud? The Duggars, yeah. So you can't say that just because Darwin was married to his cousin and had 10 kids that his theory is wrong. It doesn't have any impact on that. But if we want to go down that track, I can produce many Christians that have done far worse, than marrying their cousin, And nowadays, I think it's more unacceptable because we know a lot more about the likelihood of getting genetic abnormalities if you do, get involved with a close relative. So there we go. So yeah, that was one of the things. So that's why I've called the show "Questions Kent Won't Answer." So he won't answer the bit about favored races not meaning what he wants it to mean. He won't answer that, and he won't answer the bit about there's one book that does talk about a favored race, and that's the Bible, and he seems to be okay with that. Yeah. So, but Maud, Darwin didn't start evolution. He didn't start it. We don't know how evolution started. He wrote about it. He was one of the first people to synthesize in words what it was. So, if you discovered, for example, let's think of a scientist that nuclear fusion. Let's say you discovered nuclear fusion. You were the scientist, and you happen to be a horrible, lying, tax cheating, wife beating. I'm describing Kent Hovind there, am I? I'm not sure. Anyway, but I was really going to say that if you were a scientist and you discovered nuclear fusion and you were a horrible person, wife beater, tax fraud, falsely claimed various qualifications, it wouldn't make any difference to the discovery of the actual principle or the science, would it? So there you go. Yeah. I agree with you there, Maud, about the yes, they call it his theory because he came up with the theory, but he didn't invent evolution. He didn't have anything to do with the way evolution works or anything like that. He in his mind wrote down what he observed and he wrote the theory down. So yeah, whether he was a good person, a bad person, whether he was straight or gay, whether he was tall or short, fat or thin, makes no difference to the theory. So, now King James, yeah. Now Mod, why I talk about King James being gay. It's just to rub it into Kent, because, so to speak, that is, it's because Kent doesn't like, he doesn't approve of homosexuality. His big bad mama. Hello, big bad mama. And so I rub it in by saying, well, King James, because he loves that Bible. Well, he was gay. I know Ken wouldn't approve. How are you, big bad mama?
Hey, Claude, am I coming in?
You are coming in loud and clear. Yeah.
Good to see you. Missy Maud told me you were on.
Oh, cool. Oh, she has a hotline to your office, does she?
Yep. She's got a direct line.
Well, when Missing Mod calls me, I just jump straight to attention.
Hi, Phantom.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Pretty good. What are we talking about today?
Well, I just called it questions that Kent won't answer, but we can talk about anything. It doesn't really matter. That was because I didn't know if anybody would come on or not. So I
I
saw
have a
Big Bad
Henry
Mama.
Morris. I have a Henry
Yep.
Morris quote.
Yeah, well, that would
Claude.
be good. Yeah.
Kent Hovind got a lot of his creation material from Henry Morris. And here's what Henry Morris said. Sometimes the Hamites, especially the Negroes, have even become actual slaves to the others, possessed of a genetic character concerned mainly with mundane practical matters. They have often eventually been displaced by the intellectual and philosophical acumen of the Japhethites and the religious zeal of the Semites. So,
Yes.
everybody
Yeah.
points to Darwin being a racist, which
Yeah.
Darwin was far less racist than his fellow countrymen, I would add. But
Yeah.
Henry Morris, who started the creation movement in some ways, showed racism as well.
He did. Oh, yeah. And it doesn't detract from his idea. So, yeah. I just wanted to make the point that, as far as when Darwin writes the word favored races, I don't think he's
talking about species.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. So I thought, but Kent knows that, but he won't say it. So,
well, Kent has to try to portray the Nazis as direct descendants of Darwin, almost like Darwin. He even portrays Darwin like he was a Nazi himself. I mean, that's what the implication is.
And that Kent promoted the book, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion. Did you see my little clip about that?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he sold that on his bookstore. I'll try and find it and play it. So
I think you have a short of it, right?
Yeah, on his bookstore. And he called the certain race, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, evil people. And so he's really quite, you talk to Phantom and I'll find it and put it up.
Missy Maud says Jesus started the creation movement. There was definitely a modern creationism, I would say.
Well, Jesus believed in evolution, or he would have if it was around.
Yeah,
Phantom, you can probably speak to that. I mean, this started like in the 1930s and 40s, I would say, maybe the modern creation movement.
That's when that's about the time that what book was it? The Seven Fundamentals, I think, came out. It was about that time. I feel like the modern creationist music movement probably has its roots in the late 19th century, but it probably formalized around that time, I think.
There was a lot of day age creationism, at the beginning, end of the 19th century and beginning of the 20th century, I think, where, creationists, so-called creationists, actually believed in an old earth.
Yeah.
Which I think, isn't that called day age creationism, where each day is meant to represent an
I think
eon or whatever?
there's gap theory also. There's a bunch
Right.
of different ones that try to reconcile what they were seeing with the story in the Bible.
I can understand old Earth creationism a lot more than I can understand young Earth creationism at this point. There's just so much evidence for an old Earth. I mean, it's like almost hiding from the evidence.
I mean, on I would say yes. But also young Earth creationism is at least stuff that isn't readily apparent like every day. Like you can't walk out at night and see stuff that would contradict young Earth creationism. Not like obviously, because I mean obviously you see rocks and that contradicts it, but obviously you wouldn't.
Well, what
see
about starlight?
I mean, yeah, maybe starlight, although there's certainly ways you can explain that, but you know, like people
Made
compare
with age, made with apparent age.
Yeah, made with apparent age. The other idea
I mean, that's
is
how they do explain it, is that, you know, the stars are already, yeah, go ahead.
That's a
but
god of
what I was trying to
deception.
get to is, you know, there's flat Earth, which like if you are at the equator, you can see that flat Earth doesn't make sense. You know? Or if you go in the North Pole or not the North, but the two hemispheres, because the stars rotate in different directions.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Supposedly that has been addressed by flat earthers, but I've never seen a good explanation of how, you know, in the north the stars go one way, either clockwise or counterclockwise around the North Star, and in the south they go around whatever the point would be, the southerly point, they go the opposite direction. I've never seen a good explanation for that.
Well, that's just the way it works. You can't prove the shape of the Earth. There you go. That's how that works.
Well,
Missy Mod thinks that we cursed Aiden.
Oh,
because we were saying we were going to go up there and beat him up. Remember? And he got in a fight. Wait a minute. He got in a fight. Did you know that?
Hey, BBM.
Yeah.
Where were you earlier today?
Okay. I was at physical therapy for my shoulder. I could produce documentation to that.
Oh, okay.
Where was Missing Mod that day?
Where was Missing
she was
Mod?
on stream.
Yeah. Well, she could.
Yeah, but she might have been on stream in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. We don't know that.
Yeah, we just don't know. I'll play this little clip.
Okay, go ahead.
Which you'll find quite interesting here. It's a minute, so here we go. Sharing screen, Chrome tab. And
I knew it, Mod.
Here it goes.
Here's a clip of Kent pushing the anti-Semitic document, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion, a fraudulent propaganda tool used by the Nazis to fool people into believing that there is a vast Jewish plan for global domination.
Satan's using all sorts of different people to accomplish his goals of trying to build his one world government. I recommend you read several good books. For instance, The Protocols of Zion. If you can't find that, that lays out the plan for how they're going to rule the world. Fascinating book, about 80 pages on the plan to rule the world. And they're just telling, here's how we're going to do it.
Wow.
About the Protocols of Zion, tremendous. This is from the people who, this is their plan to rule the world. It's all spelled out.
I think the Jews are evil people generally.
Leading Nazi figures incorporated it in their ideology as early as the 1920s, as can clearly be seen in Adolf Hitler's Mein Kampf. The Nazis published at least 23 editions of the protocols, which were widely distributed.
Here's a clip of
So there you go.
Wow,
Wow.
that's pretty damning.
Absolute proof. And it's hard for him to get out of that one. Of course, Joseph will think he's it. I think he's become very reliant on Joseph lately. Joseph
Yeah.
is the new Bolin, really. You know, although I don't know Bolin ever was, but Joseph's really in the fold at the
I mean,
moment.
he knows he can trust Joseph. Joseph's not going to turn on him, I don't think.
And Joseph would never spill the beans on anything.
No, and he wouldn't, and I don't think he'd ever. Well, yeah, he did spill the beans, yeah, but I don't think he'd rip Ken off. You know.
No, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Maud said she was cheering the guy on. Oh, my
Poor
goodness.
Aiden. Jeez, what a bad situation that was.
Yeah. So what happened to the guy? Did he just
The guy
go
ran
off?
off, and the
Oh.
cops are after him.
Yeah.
The guy they caught was not the right guy.
Right.
Oh, they caught someone who wasn't. Oh dear, that's not good.
I'll bet the guy
So-
has a record though, and they will pick him up at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody's losing their temper like that, they've done it before and they've been in trouble before.
Yeah. Well, I lose my temper, but it's normally listening to various shows, like Proverbs guys or something.
Oh, you were so were you the one that commented tonight about you ran from creationist crybaby?
oh, did you think that was me? Well, it certainly was very like me.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, no. Well, there are one or two other accounts where I normally get blocked, and then I go to look on the replay, and they've been completely removed. So, yes, anything like that. If I point out something inconvenient, because I mean that really does annoy the Claude too. Is when I'm going to debate you anytime and blah blah blah. And then you go on and you have a discussion. Shut him off, Joseph. You know. Ugh.
Yeah, or he'll say, everybody's chicken to face me, but he doesn't even put the link out,
No,
which is
no.
that one gets me,
Yeah.
Well, let's be fair. Kent
Oh,
never
no.
puts the link out. Someone else does it,
Oh,
and he probably doesn't even know.
You're right. It's
probably
it's probably the fact that it's hard for them to work the system to put the link out. I mean, and I don't know if it's just the place where they're at or whatever their system is, but they've always had bad internet at that place. So, I mean, that could be the reason there, but you don't then go, bark, 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 everybody's chicken.
Well, what I was trying to say is he probably doesn't know if the link's been put out or not.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is Joseph is probably trying to put the link up in the background, but sometimes can't do it in time.
Yeah.
Because, a
Even-
couple of his shows he had this last week, the screen he was taking questions from the audience, but the screen was just black, except for maybe there was a little square of Kent in the corner, but they're always fighting something, with that
even
stuff.
Brett Keane has called for Joseph to be sacked. Oh my goodness. Sack him.
Joseph is better than what they had in the past, let me tell you.
Is Brett King still doing his thing, or has he quit again?
I haven't seen him pop up.
No, he has. He's got that, and to be quite honest, I find it quite amusing. He's got that AI thing, that's
Right.
quite rude and crude. It's very funny initially, and I think he thought it was going to save the channel, but he's still getting very few views on it. So
We've got.
I mean, some of the things it comes out with are
Hey.
very funny.
Hey, Claude, you've got a guest.
You got a new fan here.
Oh, where's that?
Put their comment up.
I got recommended YouTube. Oh, what's going on? Well, I don't know why.
It's hard to
We're just,
describe.
yeah, it's hard to describe. We're just a bit crazy. I mean, I've got a focus against a young earth creationist preacher called Kent Hovind, so I sort of generally rant and rave about him a bit. So if you don't know of him, you'll probably feel a bit lost.
And other
then I've got
creationists.
some
You don't just
yes, other
pinpoint him.
creationists, and I've got some crazy friends on here, Big Bad Mama and Phantom X. So yeah, so yeah, but you would probably, if you watched any of our streams or Missing Mod, you'll see her in the chat. She has a show too. You'd probably think that we should all be carted off to the lunatic asylum. You know,
Right.
Would that be right? Do you have a fair
I mean, it's a little
assumption?
confusing
Yeah.
because there's creationists mixed in with evolutionists, and
Ah,
everybody's
yes.
kind of getting along. And
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, we are just people. So, like, that's
well, we recognize that, but there's
Mm.
definitely some evolution channels where
Mm.
creationists don't feel comfortable, and they're not treated. They're treated like creationism is their end all be all. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be quite honest, watching here. I'm watching here. I don't know why I watch this stuff too. But I'm sort of a bit hooked, a bit addicted. Like Big Bad Mama. You know how it is?
Yeah.
If Missing Mod does a show, I quite like to go on and say a few things and try and stir it up a bit. And
Yeah, Missy Mod
same
has
with
a
the other
good
ones.
show that she puts on. So
Yeah.
everybody should sub to her
Hmm.
and go over there and check it out. Her show's pretty fun.
Yes. As long as I do what Missing Mod tells me, nothing can go wrong.
Is Frizzle the same as Frizzle Dick?
I
Um,
don't know.
I don't know. It's only half the name if it is.
Frizzle, are you Frizzle Dick? I can't. I don't. I'm assuming. Oh, I'm watching here as an atheist, so I don't know creationist. Was thinking this was a podcast, but watching for a bit seems like some chill people talking about anything. Not bad. Watch before bed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all sorts of stuff.
So, Claude,
Yeah.
are you an
Oh,
atheist?
it's Speedy Romans. Sorry, Phantom.
You are? BBM, are you an atheist?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I am too. So,
I think
We
all three
are-
of us are.
yeah. So we're a panel of atheists tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
I went through a stage, of believing, and then when I was about 7, I stopped,
Wow,
Oh, yeah?
that early?
So what?
Probably I raised some issues, but it probably wasn't until I was older, to be honest, 20s, then I completely ditched it,
Sure.
I
That's-
went through a stage where I kind of thought that everything was God, that we're all part of God.
Hmm.
And then I just thought, why even name that God? It's just reality.
Huh. Did you, Beeman, did you think when you thought everything was God, did you think it had intentions?
No,
No. Oh, okay.
I looked at it as more like an energy force that we're all part of.
Uh-huh.
And I still, I still believe that to a certain extent, that there's an interconnectedness between everything in the cosmos.
Did you go around eating mung beans and hugging everybody?
I do like
Oh.
mung beans.
I'm being,
I eat sesame seed mung beans.
Uh-oh.
Here's the outlaw.
That's right. Man on the run. Oh, wait, that wasn't me. Sorry, never mind.
The
My bad.
assaulter.
I just want to announce that I'm calling off the meet and beat, everybody.
No, I'm ready now. I'm ready now. I've had my
Poor guy.
training.
That sucks, Aiden.
Ah, fuck,
I'm
man.
sorry.
It's shitty, but it is what it is.
Just hopefully you can just brush it off as soon as possible and not dwell on it too much.
Brianna doesn't want us to go back there anymore, and
Yeah.
I say
blame her.
fuck. I say fuck that. That's
Yeah.
Scooby's favorite place. I'm not gonna let
Right.
the guy take it over.
Well, Aiden, do you have a gun?
This is Canada. Are you
Well,
kidding me?
You don't want to
I don't-
keep hacking a gun in the park.
I don't want to shoot this guy either. Even when it was happening, I didn't have the inclination. I need to gun this guy down. You know, like that wasn't really something going on in my mind. Now, that's
you
not to
feel
say I won't
shaken?
necessarily be carrying one form of force multiplier or another while I'm out there for the next
Right.
little while. But
Did you feel shaken?
considering the fact that I pursued the guy a little bit, no,
Oh.
I don't think that I was necessarily shaken by the whole thing. I definitely maybe think that I made a poor choice in doing so for as long as I did, even according to the person I was on the phone with at the dispatch. But
It sounds
I
like you
wanted to
kept
keep them
some
updated.
distance between you two, though.
Well, I did. Yeah, he tried closing it a couple of times. There was a time he tried snatching my phone out of my hands, but that didn't work out for him. So
God.
Was he a big guy?
he was about like, what would you say, babe? Like 6'2"?
Ooh, quite
Hmm.
big.
6'2", at least 50 pounds on you.
Well, yeah, probably at least about 50 pounds on me,
Wasn't
something like
Kent
that.
Hovind, was it?
No, no. It certainly would. It looks like a Hovind acolyte. It certainly looks like somebody who would be at DAL for sure.
And it's too tall for Lupin.
Oh,
He's
so
been
it looked
6'2"
like
guy.
Steven.
Lupin.
Yeah, Lupin. If Lupin tried throwing a punch at me, I'd be able to file my tax return before it connected. So
Who was the crazy guy that used to come on? You reckon he was boss ad and stuff, all that sort of stuff? You know, who is it? We haven't heard of him for ages.
Where did he come on?
He was a guy. What the hell was his name? And he went and lived near Kent's compound in his car for a while.
Oh, Skylar.
Skylar, yeah.
oh, Scott. Sorry, I was talking with Brianna. Yeah,
What-
I don't know,
what
man.
happened to him? He was crazy.
I wouldn't. He's somewhere out there. Last
I
I
think he's
heard,
still in it. I think he's still in that area.
is he really? That's funny. Yeah, of all people, Achilles wrote me afterwards, and he was like, I saw what happened on the show, and I just wanted to say good job in defending your family. And I was like, wow, that was really nice of you, man. Thanks. It was, that was really good. I appreciate that. Every once in a while, Claude, I know you don't like the guy, but every once in a while, Achilles can be a decent guy.
I like Achilles.
He can. He's the most redeemable Proverbs guy by far, as far as I'm concerned.
Christian Pike and Achilles are the best PGs.
For sure. Lupin is
speaking
the
of-
best PG then at that point.
Speaking of the PGs, I was on there Sunday, and I think I couldn't tell because I couldn't tell if it was a shadow or not because he had his lights off. But I think Dan's growing a mustache.
Oh gosh.
I thought he always had one. It was just like super wispy.
Maybe so.
He's got like a maybe he's growing it in a little bit more.
Maybe
I
I thought
would
it looked. I thought it looked.
I would
good
think
on
he
him.
could grow a pretty thick mustache considering his eyebrow.
You think he just taped some of it on his upper lip?
Yeah, I didn't see Dan on there today.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm kind of glad they're doing shows again on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a
I
Proverbs,
saw
guys.
the last Proverbs guy I saw was when Dan was on there by himself, like literally streaming to
The
two
designer
people.
Dan.
Yeah, there's like two people watching, and it was literally just me and Maud, and it was him going through like some sermon at like 892% speed and just staring at it with the most blank, listless expression you've ever seen in your life. Just like, yeah, I'm taking this information in right now.
Oh, so Sunday he was watching a sermon, but it was from his church. He goes to a nice church.
Oh, does he go to a nice church?
He said it was his church. He said that was what they were talking about that morning, and it's like it looks like a mega church.
What are you supposed to do? Preach in a little hovel like Jesus did? Like, come
No.
on now.
No, I just
Word
it's
of God
interesting.
needs a nice place to inhabit now. Come on now. You ever? I haven't ever seen you put anything in that offering plate, Phantom. Just putting
That's
that out
true.
there.
I don't think I ever did.
Yeah, because he does quite often at the beginning of a show. He streams that bit where they're all singing at that Filipino church, and strangely enough, in the
They're all waiting
Philippines.
for lunch.
And they're all waiting for him to, and he's talking at them, and they all look at these bewildered expressions.
I
They
know.
know they're going to get. They know
love
they're
it.
going to get a sandwich. It's like he's hanging sandwiches over their heads. You know.
It's like if you try to explain, it's just a language barrier. I'm not saying it's an intellectual deficiency on their part, but it's like if you tried to explain like astrophysics to like a first grader, is the kind of expression on their face, you know, just huh?
Yeah, it's good. Well, you can imagine. First of all, that English is the second language, and secondly, they're listening to Dan. And I think the two things combined, I'm not trying to be cruel, but the two things combined, well, I am.
I mean, it's our native language, and we can barely understand him on the best of days. So.
Imagine what they're saying to each other about Dan in Tagalog, like after the thing's over. You know.
Whispering to each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
jeez.
And they're waving these sort of streamers around and dancing. Oh, God beats love. Oh, God.
But that explains it. The mega church explains how he gets to go over there, right? I mean, isn't he doing that on behalf of his church?
I don't know.
Didn't he brag at one point? He was like bragging on one of his streams how he gets like tax credits for it and all that stuff.
I was giving him crap, you know.
What?
So
What? That wasn't real.
Are they paying for your wife? Are you reporting that on your taxes that your wife's visiting her relatives? or is taxes exempt nursery? I'm like, does the IRS know about this tax exempt nursery?
Because I always ask you how many people he employs from Mexico.
Oh, that was one of the best things ever.
I
yeah.
got him to admit that.
No, that was great when you got him on that. Yeah,
that
was 20 years ago.
30 years
ago. yeah.
Well, and I love to say to people like Lupin that Trump hasn't gone far enough. You should take it back a generation because that would capture Lupin. And kick it. These people, they just don't think. They don't think.
I drive by a nice church sometimes. Hold on, let me affect my Bruce voice real quick. Yeah, you know, you drive by a nice church, Missing Mod, but you don't go inside. Let's just pay attention to that real quick, all right? He's just always
Bruce
looking
sounds
down
a lot
on
like Jordan Peterson.
Well,
Yeah,
you know, in a way, I really am just like an unintelligent Jordan Peterson, you know?
What I can't get over is how
I
young
thought Jordan
Bruce
Peterson was an unintelligent Jordan Peterson.
Well, I mean, like, look, if you're able to grift that many people, there's a certain level of intellect, all right? Like, you got to give him a little bit of credit where it's due.
You know, he's Bruce is an old man in a young man's body, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, he's a curmudgeon.
It's true. It's true.
You know,
Deviants in the audience.
You know that Dash and Psychic vampire Slayer guy. He went on Proverbs guys, and Bruce just.
Oh God, I can imagine.
Yeah, you know, because you've heard him talk. So Bruce just latched on that and said, "Hey, do you like guys? Do you think you're a girl?" Like the whole time.
Bigot.
Yeah, I know, but it was, but Dash handled it real well. He threw it right back at him. Like I was rolling on that one.
Man, Deviant, if you could come on the show, I would deeply appreciate, because I have an anecdote that I need to share with you, but only when you're on the show. I need to save this. I'm saving it in my back pocket.
Oh, that's teasing. You need to.
It's true, but that's the only way I'll get her on. It's the only way I'll get her. She's shy. All right, you need to coax her every once in a while.
That's true.
What is this? What is this club meeting of the internally incontinent inconsequentialists?
No, I
Sounds
think
like a Monty Python organization.
I think there's supposed to be an international in there somewhere.
because it's normally incontinent is external, isn't it? Well, it starts internal and then it goes to external. when you're incontinent.
It sounds like she's insulting us.
just to be technically correct about all these things.
You
I'll
guys
fire
have
up on her when she
IBS.
gets here.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't.
she needs a
actually-
link.
Oh,
Bud.
give me the fudging
Oh.
link. Oh, that's good. I'm going to do that. Now, just to explain too, because what the good
Since
thing
when
is,
is she the word fudge? I mean, she's got a worse mouth than Missing Mod.
I've
Not in
got
chat
some,
though.
I've
Not
got
in
some
chat.
lunch cooking, so I'll be in and out of the stream. So what the good thing to know is it just continues when I'm not here.
Oh, good. Good. That's
Yes, you-
good.
Yeah, so you just carry on, even if you see me mute, it's because I'm going to check my lunch.
Mm.
What are you
Oh,
having for
okay.
lunch?
I'm doing a chicken or coq, as they say in France.
Yes, very good.
And a red wine, coq au vin.
Mm.
Oh my.
Okay.
Nothing like having some warm cock in your mouth
Uh-oh.
as you sustain your inner person. Yeah,
You're going to lose
Because-
a new fan.
I'm just explaining that I'm, because I have French ancestry, so I speak in a mixture of
Your
French
parents
and-
were aligned with the Nazis, Claude.
Yeah.
I
No.
love that. That's one of Dan's anecdotes that he tried like 2 or 3 times and he dropped it because even he recognized that it was ridiculous. Missing Mod has something really nice to say about you, Claude.
I love it. I've just corrected because it means a big difference. The spelling.
Missing Mod.
Missing Mod.
I'm gonna
It's
get
the
upset at
spelling.
Aiden when he says that I don't spit, but I'm gonna say that about Claude.
She sounds like
Remember
Dan.
when I said that's something to the effect that he had bought himself a bride, a mail order bride? He didn't like that.
Take it easy. I'm watching here. Or A,
Oh
I'm
my
watching
God.
Take
here.
care watching here.
Did you
See you next time.
did you receive the link, Miss Deviant? It's out there.
Oh my goodness! Have you seen what Mod is?
Whale cock.
We need to
Wow.
get that. We need to get that. Who is that
He's a-
guy Wyatt in all the time? He would always bring up Kent Hovind's
Wyatt.
obsession. No, there was
Oh.
there was a guy. There's a guy that always came on back in the day, like years ago, that would always bring up Kent Hovind's
Oh.
obsession with whale penis.
I know Godless Engineer, he tried to pin Kent down in his debate to get him to mention whale penis as many times as possible.
Deviant
Hi,
is with
Deviant.
us.
Oh, Deviant is here now.
Okay, Aiden's got something to say to you.
Hi.
I'm going
Brianna wanted to say hello to you first.
Hi, Deviant. Hi, Rihanna.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm finally moved.
You finally moved. That's good.
Yeah, I know, but now I have to unpack and everything is in chaos.
She's in the soot shack now. In the soot shack is a little place.
Oh yeah, I'm officially cohabitating, which
Excellent.
means
You mean
stuff
you're
in
not
Sweden.
married?
No, we have put all our money into moving all across Sweden.
You should have wasted a bunch of money on a wedding.
Well,
But
Kent
I-
won't approve, but never mind.
I mean, I consider it a waste at that point in your life. If it's a choice between, oh, big fancy wedding or place to live, you know? I think that one is a little bit more obvious than the other, you know?
Yeah.
No, but I wanted to tell you an anecdote because I wanted to share my pain with you for a moment, Deviant, because you're somebody that is very good to commiserate with. You know, when I think of you, I think of that Bill Clinton line. Yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. So, with that in mind, my grandma, I love her to death. She's a wonderful woman. She's great, but she's one of those ancient alien believers.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know. And you know, it's so tragic because in so many regards, she's such a brilliant, intelligent woman. but she just, yeah. It's kind of like Isaac Newton, where he's like, yes, I invented differential calculus and gravity, but I also thought that you could turn lead into gold, you know? Like, everybody's got their issues.
Well,
You know?
to be fair, we didn't know that you couldn't do that yet.
Shut up, Phantom. Don't spoil my example. Don't spoil my example, buddy. Pat you on the head, you lovable little scamp. Anyway. She sent me a video, and Deviant, as an Egyptologist, I need you to give me your professional debunking. Okay? I need you to give me your. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. I need to go on my PC, so I'll rejoin in just a moment. All right.
Okay.
All right.
If it wasn't for this being Aiden, I would so regret having come on.
Oh, it's gonna be
I
painful.
kind of, yeah.
It's gonna be painful, but I warned you ahead of time, so it's like almost halfway decent of me.
I
You know?
thought maybe you had stumbled and hurt your little knee. Not at 10 to 5 in the morning.
I didn't hurt my knee. I did get into a fist fight today, though, but you'll have to tune in to Missing Mod stream to find out all about that. I'll be right back, though. I'm just about to join on my PC.
Shall we let him on again? Who's going to hold the fort while he's away?
Did he tell a story about getting in the fight today? I was gone.
He didn't.
And I see Terry has got married to that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, Sut told me. I don't know how he found out or from whom, but yeah. He caught some hands today. What?
Oh, did you know about Aiden getting in the fight, Deviant?
No.
Yeah, Aiden got in a fight over his dog.
What? Was someone trying to take him?
No.
Oh, somebody had their dog off the leash and it was messing with Scooby, and Aiden tried to get the guy to, get his dog under control, and the guy
be a responsible dog owner.
Right.
I hope you gave him a good.
He could tell the story again if he wants. He told it on
let's tell it the story for the 27th time today.
You haven't relived it enough.
Yeah, there's one other thing I want to relive. It's getting into a giant fucking fist fight with some random guy in the park. Anyways, Deviant.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I
know you're not. But...
Exactly. Good. You know me, so.
All right, I'm about to share this with you. And you tell me, you give me one singular explanation for this that isn't Ancient Aliens, and I will pay you $1 Zimbabwean dollar.
Ooh.
$1 Zimbabwean dollar for your services. Here we go. I have it ready for the Clad. He's muted. Oh, thank you, Mr. Clad. I appreciate it. Let me know if you can hear it.
First thing to understand when
do you hear it?
Yes.
All right.
Talking about the mysterious handbag carvings is that they don't appear in just a handful of places or in just one region, but literally all over the world. Start in Mesopotamia, where the handbags appear in the works of the Sumerians, Assyrians, and Babylonians, the Mitanni and the Phoenician empires, and the ancient Armenians. Head across the ocean, and the handbags appear in Mesoamerica.
Whoa. You see that? Deviant?
Mm-hmm.
They're in Mesoamerica, too. You think that's just some coincidence? Anyway, let's keep going.
Works which predate the Aztecs, Mayans, and Incas, including the Olmec and Toltec empires. and the ancient tribes of Veracruz. They appear in Asia, in the works of Indian Hindus and the ancient tribes of Indonesia. They were depicted by the Etruscans in Italy, the Hittite Empire in Turkey, and the ancient Bosnians. They even appear in the Koso petroglyphs created by indigenous North Americans, and at the mysterious 12,000-year-old site. First thing to
Yeah, I love how it just doesn't even finish at the end. It's just like, yeah, we're just gonna give up. Deviant,
What I find interesting.
as a historian, just real quick, fan.
Yeah, okay.
Just real quick. As a historian, Deviant, how do you explain that? Except aliens.
So many ways.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
First of all, I didn't really count them, but say 6, 7, or 8 first examples came from the exact same geographical area.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just under different rulers and time periods, so we call them
right.
different things.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You know, agriculture was invented in North America, and it was also invented in Europe, but those are the same planets, so, you know, they're basically right next to each other, right? Yeah, that's great.
It's not at all that we humans have something very much in common, and that being that we are all humans. We tend to function in certain ways and so forth. And the Aztec and Mayan, whatever it was, the other ones, they are thousands of years later. I've also heard that it's pretty common that people need something to carry stuff in. Stuff like, for instance, offering gifts.
They were buckets, basically, not handbags.
Wait a minute. Yeah, Phantom, you go ahead. Thank you, Phantom.
Sorry.
How did they invent buckets without aliens?
Well, you see, you take a bit of, you say you stumble, you're out walking and you take a stumble and you face plant into the riverbed. You see a hole appearing where your face once was. You notice in this hole, and you think to yourself, maybe I don't need to throw away my teeth. Maybe I can carry them.
Wow.
In the hole I have made in the clay.
Then the bucket was born. Thanks, science.
Thanks,
Wow.
science.
You know, people never saw a hole before. That's right, Deviant. Everyone was like, yeah, there's a depression in the ground that's slightly lower than the other depression. You see, this is just pseudoscience guesswork that is being disguised as actual history. And when you think about it, that's really just all history in general. It's just people just kind of like, oh yeah, there was these guys and they were like called the Hittites, I guess, and I guess they kind of lived over here, and oh, I guess this would probably sound pretty cool. Yeah, they had this giant battle with these other people called the Egyptians. Yeah, this is real. Okay.
I mean,
you're aware also that on these so-called handbags.
Handbags. That's ridiculous.
They're not handbags. They're not even.
Yeah, we already established they are tooth buckets.
Yeah, they're not buckets.
What are they?
What are they then?
If you look at them,
Miss Know-It-All,
closely,
yeah,
you can see that they are inscribed.
Wait a minute, are they cell phones?
They're buckets used for rituals.
They can be. They can also be.
You think they're handbags, don't you?
No, I don't think
Maybe my mama needs to lead more of these interviews.
they can be what are they called? That
Compacts.
scribes used.
Scrolls?
Not scrolls. That's not what was
Not scrolls,
used,
you fool.
especially in like
Show it
Mesopotamia.
again.
Oh,
All right, hold on.
like clay tablets or something?
Yeah, with like royal decrees and so forth. They could be like
Pine cones.
markers of your status, your position in
I'll play it muted.
society for ritual use.
Yeah, see this thing? Okay, you tell me that is not a Louis Vuitton bag right there. You tell me that right there is not like Prada.
I mean,
at the very
I could picture
least.
that guy on the runway myself.
Right? Look at that fit that he's got on with that thing. It match perfectly.
Do you know what I noticed with that?
What's that
image?
thing coming out of his pants?
That's his third leg.
Do you know what I notice with that image?
What's
Is
that?
it's been restored, making the plate that he is holding completely flat. What's the word? Flat. There are no markings in it. It's
Smooth?
not
Smooth?
smooth. You can
Oh.
see that because you can also see the parts that are not restored.
I just got my own comment on here rejected. YouTube rejected my comment about handbags doing the job.
What? You're the
I
reporter
know.
of the show, and YouTube
I
was like,
know.
nope. That's not allowed around here.
This
I'm gonna
show's
play this.
disgusting.
I'm gonna play this, and you're gonna tell me with a straight face,
Okay,
Deviant.
let me tell you what is
Deviant, can
the
you read Missy
run-
Maud's quote?
the running theme. Jizz buckets carved by apes billions of years ago. Amazing.
I love how she got so distracted by that and she cut herself
Wait a
off
minute.
halfway
Hold on.
through.
Hold
She
on.
was
Hold on.
like,
Hold on a second, Aiden. Hold on a
Jizz
second.
buckets, you say?
Aiden, go back to the last picture.
Let's go back. All right.
Can I tell you what
Now go back to the first picture.
The defining
Okay, never mind. I
characteristics
thought it was
that
the
go
same picture.
through all of these images is that it is gods, not humans, carrying these.
Look.
Kind of like you see in Egypt, you see gods and goddesses wearing in their hand various objects, like oftentimes it's the ankh, but also it can be scepters of different kinds, which, I mean, I'm not an Assyriologist.
Hey, let's check out that ebook link.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. You know, like they're trying to pimp this ebook over here, and I was just figuring that could take a quick look. Hold on, I'll get it on the other one here.
Prehistoric megastructures.
Now,
right.
Deviant, I do have another question about all those pictures. That's more foundational than the handbags. Did you notice that they all had hands?
That is technically true.
Did you also
without aliens?
But I would like to ask: did all of them have right and left hands, or just left, or just right, or
some of them you couldn't even see the arm, so I don't know if they all had right and left hands.
Exactly. You're getting
Aliens
enlightened
confirmed.
as we speak.
Aliens confirmed live on the internet. Thank you very much, Deviant. I have one more question for you related to history. I encountered this image while scrolling the Facebook. And you know
Why
I'm
do you
informed
do
because I
that?
called it the Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured, I could look this up easily, like just within a couple of moments, but why do that when I know an Egyptologist? So I'm going to share this image with you, and you tell me if this is true or not.
I'm eagerly awaiting.
Monsieur Buzz, if you may. Even Scooby's barking in the
I
background.
don't think he's
Claude's
there.
gotta bring it
Oh,
up.
there he is.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my God.
Yeah. These are images of the god Min.
Cranking his
So wait.
hog.
So what you're telling me is that if you walked into the ancient Egyptian city, and Deviant's going to say I pronounce this wrong, of Kift in 3300 BCE, you would have immediately encountered a 13-foot statue of a guy cranking his hog.
Yep.
And you know what?
Not just that. His
Was it a fountain?
member would have been about 2/3 of his height.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that why you became an Egyptologist?
Yes. Damn
She's
it.
very
I didn't
fascinated.
Ever find me out. And now you
all I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to make with this image, now that you've established that it is in fact true, is all these Christians are always out here like, we need to make sure that the kids aren't exposed to this, and we need to make sure that the kids aren't exposed to that. Oh my gosh, the Simpsons are dangerous. We need to make sure they aren't exposed to Bart Simpson shooting a slingshot at Principal Skinner. Meanwhile, in ancient Egypt, guys got their freaking schlongs out in the streets, just cranking it in front of everybody, and somehow the entirety of civilization wasn't corrupted. There just wasn't rampant like rapine and murder in the streets like these Christians always talk about. Things were still okay. I don't know how.
I mean, whether or not they did it in the streets, I would say depended on if it was like during the festival of Hathor. But that's a god image.
Were they just
and
like
the god
penises,
is Min,
only smaller?
M-I-N.
Thank you for confirming my
yes.
suspicion, Deviant. I appreciate that. Truly the height
They
of
were
human
horny
civilization.
bastards.
No, it was the height of human ingenuity and human civilization.
What was the name of that god?
Min. M-I-N.
Missy Mod's like, sorry, what am I saying? I'm looking at the comments right now. Big Bad Mama's like, yeah, can you spell that out, please? My research for later.
Oh yeah, there that image comes right up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
Wait, what is it? Say it again.
Well,
Now I
there's
need
a
to know.
picture of the let's see if I can. Oh, I probably can't show it on here. Let's see.
What was it, Deviant? What was the spelling?
M-I-N.
Can you see that?
M-I-N.
Yeah, you should see the you should see the statue that was bought when we were in Egypt in 2007. My dad bought one of those. It's much bigger than the one you had in the picture.
It's always bigger, yeah.
Yeah. So we it's now in the entry hall where when you go into to visit them, it's kind of the first thing you see. And I so want that statue.
That's a society that's secure with itself. That's a society that isn't running and hiding from the basics of their own. And now, oh my God, we need to cover everything up and be ashamed of ourselves. No. Put the 13-foot tall statue of the guy jacking off. Do it.
Mm-hmm. The royal wanker.
It just goes to show you, Aiden, how depraved they were back then.
That's true.
And they needed Jesus.
That's true. You know what? I
And
bet the first
despite
thing. Go ahead.
despite being so depraved, they are still the longest enduring
Oh,
civilization.
here we go
all of
again.
Well,
human
except for
Here we
history.
go again.
except for when the flood knocked them out.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't. So even
They had to
then,
start
they
from
had
scratch.
no, but they already had built the pyramids.
No, but there's
What
there's
about the
water
watermarks
damage.
on the Sphinx?
Thank you, Big Bad Mama. Somebody that's actually educated in this topic. Thank
Well,
you.
apparently not.
Someone who wasn't
Oh,
brainwashed by the
yeah.
European
Have you
university system.
have you touched the petrified wood? I mean, deck timber from Noah's Ark.
Dick timber?
The dick timber. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Have you touched the dick timber?
I think missing Mod is she's missing the ball.
I think
So
these
how
are
does
very
that get
adequately
through?
sized balls.
Were
How
those
does
really
that get
tiny
through?
balls on that?
No,
thing?
they're pretty adequate.
God, what is she used to?
They're not even dragging on the ground. What the heck?
And so tiny balls gets through, and handbags that did the job doesn't. How does
Good
that
point,
work?
Claude.
Just bullets.
Well,
Just buckets
well, like
gets through.
tiny balls is a toy.
Plus, it was coming from your account, which they probably already have a couple strikes against you.
That's rude of you to say, babe. That's rude. It's rude. That's mean.
We have a concern in the chat here. They're hoping
Oh.
that the literal Noah's flood is just satire. I want to assure you that it is not. We are serious about that.
Yeah. Deviant over here might be a doubter.
About
she might
what?
be like, oh, there's no actually proof of any of that. But like, that's when faith comes in, baby. That's when faith comes
Aiden, jag hatar dig så oerhört mycket just nu.
Yeah.
Enda lammkött.
Right.
Jesus will
Sorry.
forgive you,
To say
Deviant.
the least.
Jesus will. And when I say Jesus will forgive you, I'm definitely not saying that in a way to backhandedly demean you. That's genuine.
No,
We
or
did
like
need to tell Weird and Wonderful that
attempting.
we are being satirical.
Yes, this is a new person to the channel. We don't want to give them the wrong
Yes,
idea.
and I-
Oh, you're
and
right.
No,
we're
please.
not mysteriously,
Which is why Aiden immediately throws me under the bus. Immediately.
No,
Wanted you on for a reason.
he threw you under the ark.
Keel-hauled
Yeah, I was about
under
to say
the
she got
ark.
hauled under Noah's Ark. Oh man, all the barnacles in the world are on that thing right now. Oh jeez.
That's harsh.
Fun fact:
She's-
the title of the world's biggest penis compared to body mass goes to the barnacle.
Oh yeah, Kent Hovind did a show on it.
Did he really?
Yeah, I did a good.
Oh, yeah.
I put all the penis comments together into a video.
The penis video.
What?
Oh,
But
Almondo.
you
I
didn't
like
put
Almondo.
all of the penis
He's a fun-
because it wouldn't
guy.
fit into one video. That's how much penis the barnacle has. You need more than one video.
When I think of iconic moments in human history, it's like the moon landing, the Beatles rooftop concert, Big Bad Mama's Kent Hovind penis video. There's a lot
Yeah.
of really important moments
That's right.
that really stand out, You think that's what the Beatles meant when they said, "Don't let me down"? Yeah, that's what they meant.
Probably.
Yeah. People like Chris Wright.
I'm going to
Like
share the
Christ
link in the
Wright.
chat.
I don't.
Can you share links in chat?
If you're
I'm
a
a
mod.
moderator. I should be able to.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you share links in chat.
Oh, hey, Phantom from 2 seconds ago. How's it going, bro? Hope you're doing well in the past. It was a simpler time 2 seconds ago.
It really was.
Things back then, a quarter used to cost a nickel.
Oh, yeah. I helped. On I was on Logic's Discord when he was doing Calvo's second book, and I was the one who put all the pages together for some guy in the Discord was scanning it but couldn't put them all in one file, so I did that. I still have it on my Google Drive, I think.
Has anybody answered the weird and wonderful? So first of all, the business about Christ righteous. And
Yeah, I'm not in there anymore. I it was too busy, so I left.
Yeah. And Emma's video, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know who Christ Righteous / Armando Calvo is?
No,
Do
I
not
don't.
know.
So he's
No.
written these two books, and he's writing a third one. But the first two books were basically he just copied other people's books, like from who was it? The guy that used to be a detective, I think.
Oh no.
And he just copied it and added like some words and stuff. It was complete plagiarism, and he kind of got caught, and he was like, "No, it's not plagiarism, because I added my own stuff or whatever."
Oh,
And
William Lane Craig.
No, it wasn't William Lane Craig. It's the guy that was a cold case detective. I don't remember his name.
I know who you mean, but I can't remember his
Oh,
name
yeah.
either.
Oh yeah. So yeah, but like he's just done. Both books are just basically plagiarism from all different kinds of places. Like some of them were blog posts that he just up and took and just copied and pasted into his book. Sometimes without even like changing the formatting, and just put it out on Amazon or whatever. He's writing a third book. This time he's saying it's not. It's completely 100% his, but fingers crossed.
Missy Mod says you're full of it, Phantom.
I am. I am full of a lot of stuff.
Phantom's so full of it.
That single attempt at a laugh from Big Bad Mama there. That was good. Shout out to that.
I was in
Let me just acknowledge that in the bare minimum way possible.
Oh, she's pissed at you, Phantom.
I mean, she's been mad.
What'd
at
you
me
do to her?
I don't know. She said I've been like acting mean.
You've been
or
going
whatever.
rogue, Phantom.
Yeah, I know.
He never gets angry at people. You must have done something bad.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Who, what, when?
I'm angry, Phantom, now for like the last 3 weeks or so.
Oh.
And
did you not get the memo that you were angry, Phantom?
No, I didn't get that memo.
Oh well, that's your character now. Just so you know.
I will. I'm not a great actor, but I will try.
Let's hear you get angry.
No.
Okay. Have you ever seen the Marx Brothers?
This is it.
Have you ever seen the ending to The Sopranos?
I have not actually. I've seen like 3 episodes of The Sopranos.
That'll make you angry. Big Bad Mama doesn't get that because The Sopranos is in color.
I've only seen YouTube clips of The Sopranos.
It's a good show. It's a great show.
It looked pretty good. Yeah, it did look good. I mean, I like Goodfellas and like the Godfather movies and stuff. I'd probably like it.
Yeah, it's like right up your alley.
Which alley?
Phantom, that was it. That
the
was you
alley
getting
that
angry?
I pursued that guy.
Oh,
down the
sorry.
road.
So yeah. Let me pull up the clip.
You want me to
can
insult you so you can?
No.
Get up in his
some
face, shove him a few times. You know. You ain't nothing, Phantom.
I know.
I'm joking. Please don't. No,
You don't
no,
know Jack about Jack.
Don't say that, Phantom. Don't say that. I know.
What are you gonna do about it? Oh, I don't want to trigger Aiden. He might have
You're great. You're a great drill sergeant.
PTSD.
You're a great drill sergeant there, Big Bad Mama.
Good night, Maud.
Good night, Maud.
Nice.
5'8". I didn't know they stacked shit that high. No, full metal.
Oh,
You're never gonna let us
now she's
forget
getting
about
me upset.
So
Darwin had kids with his cousin, therefore evolution is wrong.
I need to go to bed. I was about to go to bed when I saw Claude was on, and
It's only 5 in the
and I
morning
saw
there.
all of you. Yeah, it's
That was your
5 a.m.
mistake
in
then.
Greece right now.
That's in Greece.
Yeah, yeah.
it's a quarter. It's 5:17 a.m.
Oh, that was close.
Mm-hmm.
12:18 p.m. here.
Sut is getting up for work in about 10 minutes, and I need me cuddles because I'm very, very, very tired.
So
Weird
how's
and
next
wonderful.
summer looking for the wedding?
Sorry, how's summer looking?
Yeah. Summer
Uh,
2026.
It's looking good, I would say.
Okay.
You're gonna get married then?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's the
Might be able to mosey on over there.
yeah,
Big
hell
Bad Mama's
yeah,
going.
hell yeah.
Can I get absurdly, ridiculously drunk at the wedding?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Weird and Wonderful must be somewhere in Europe too. Have I got that right? He's saying it's five in the morning.
That or I don't know what time it is on the ISS, but maybe there.
Yeah.
The technical term about his sleep schedule is up there on for you to see.
Oh, that's too bad.
My sleep schedule is Fouquet. It is Fouquet.
Okay, looks like Phantom's not going to lose his temper tonight.
Quit making.
No, I
us
tried. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
That's okay.
Okay, Deviant, I know you said you're about to go to bed because, like, you know, the specter of exhaustion is looming over you like a sword of Damocles. But have you ever considered nuh-uh, though? Have you
I
ever
actually
considered
did
that?
when I came on here.
That's
the first time.
God, you and your good points. Like, you just have to come on here and, like, make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had to troll. I tried
sorry.
trolling you, and what did you do? You came at me with fucking stupid facts and logic and bullshit like that. Like, fuck off.
She agreed that it was a handbag.
Yeah, it's true. She did. I remember that.
I did.
There we
not.
go. That's me getting mad.
Oh, geez, I'm
Okay.
sorry to hear that, man.
You
Weird and
take
wonderful.
care of
Yeah, that's too bad.
yourselves,
Weird and
everyone.
wonderful. Hope everything gets better for you.
Have a good night, Deviant. Take care.
Bye, Deviant.
Good
Good to talk to you.
You too. I miss all of you so much.
If he were here, I would give you a
that's
slice of
all right.
the apple pie Brianna's baking right now.
Oh.
We have real vanilla ice.
Give her a hug from me.
Oh.
Give Brianna a hug from me.
I will. Of course I will.
Good. Awesome. See you soon, I hope.
Yes. Excellent. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Claude, are you wrapping it up soon, or?
Yeah, probably another 5 minutes. We'll.
Big Bad Mama's had enough of your bullshit.
I was just trying to think of anything else that annoyed me about Hovind. Now that Mod's gone, I can say it a bit more freely without being.
I have to go back and hear what he said tonight. I didn't even. I know he put my question up, but I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. You're just spoiled, Big Bad Mama. You get so much of Kent Hovind's attention that you're like, yeah, you answered my comment, but I didn't even really deign to look at it. You know, like
I don't watch the whole videos like I used to. I think Claude probably and Karisu watch his videos more than anybody at this point.
Oh,
you passed that torch on.
Creaser's just, I don't know, obsessed, I guess.
He's brutal.
Well, I'm fairly brutal. I put that one up with his singing couple.
That's true.
I felt guilty about that. I have to say, I felt a bit guilty.
That one I'm still debating on whether to put up because that was just horrible.
Uh-oh,
Hey,
there's Mark Reed.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to the panel.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing, Mama? So good to see you, Mama.
good seeing you.
Hey, Claude. And is
Good
that
night,
Phantom?
mate.
That's Aiden.
Yes, indeed. Good day. No, the F.
Oh, yeah,
Phantom.
it's Phantom.
Oh, that's Phantom.
No, the F stands for Aiden, Mark. Come on.
The F for Aiden. Yeah, I've often said F Aiden before. Yeah,
You have.
Too
yeah,
quick on his
absolutely.
feet.
Yeah. I was tired earlier. I was on Embers and I was tired, but I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better now. How you guys going? What's up?
Oh, good. Just hanging out on the Claude Ball show. So living the dream
Yeah,
as far as I'm
I've
concerned.
been missing half the show because I was cooking and eating my lunch, but I've done that now. And
Oh, good stuff.
and then one of my own comments got banned by YouTube from the show.
As it should. As it should.
Mark
We
Reed's
didn't
all right
even
with
cover the
censorship
Epstein files
pertaining to
yet.
Claude. The Epstein files.
The
Well,
Epstein files.
that's
Oh,
looking
mate.
very interesting, isn't it? You know,
There was some pretty big news about it today. Some
Was
pretty
there?
big-
The emails
Yeah, some-
from Michael
some-
Wolff. Yeah.
Some big
Something got
emails were
released.
released from Epstein himself.
Well, there was this estate. I don't think he sent them from beyond.
He
the
came
grave.
back
I think
from the
that
dead.
number.
No,
No,
it
no.
was
Yeah.
it was his emails to Ghislaine Maxwell and to Michael Wolff directly from Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Jeffrey
and so
Epstein.
if you don't know who Michael Wolff is a journalist that's been involved with he did the Fire and Fury book, right? So that book that
Yeah.
sort of
Oh,
painted Trump and all the horrible stuff. But what it came out as was Michael Wolff talking to him, and he's advising Epstein on, look, you've got this information on Trump, you can sit on it, and then you've got leverage, or you can
Right.
release it. And he's basically advising somebody he knows to be a criminal and a PDF file on how to manipulate or coerce the president of the United States, which I saw him on, I think it was on the Daily Beast. And he the other host, full credit, she grilled him, but he was dodgy. I don't know about him. It's oh yeah, these emails are embarrassing, and it's that's not embarrassing, that's a complete lack of journalistic ethics. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're advising a criminal on how to use information he has for his advantage. I don't know about Michael Wolff.
But
he
what
seems
Epstein
dodgy to me.
himself said, what Epstein had to say himself was,
Oh, yeah.
Trump knew all about the underage girls, and he spent several hours alone with Virginia Giuffre, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yes.
The victim, who's since unfortunately.
Well, we don't know that's Virginia Giuffre because it was it didn't say her name specifically, and everybody kind of assumed it was.
No,
but it
I
could have
thought one of
been
the
somebody
versions.
else.
I thought one of the versions did have her name on there, at least according
Oh,
to.
I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm going by Caroline Levitt for that news. So,
Well, yeah.
but
Virginia
she said it was
Giuffre
her.
said that. Well, Virginia Giuffre said she never met Trump. She met him, but she didn't. He wasn't one of the people that did stuff to her, or at least before she died. That's what she said.
Yeah.
She more implicated ex Prince Andrew, the Andrew formerly known as Prince.
yes, I was actually
Right.
about to bring that up. It was actually a bit surprising, but very good move on the role of Charles III for actually
Oh, he had
starting the
to.
process of
Yeah, but
stripping him of all of his titles.
Well,
they
he had
could
to, and
go
that might
after him
not.
as a criminal, though. I mean,
Correct. It might not
That's
even
true.
be sufficient.
Well-
Like there's a big following sort of saying, hey, we should prosecute him as well.
right.
I think the
'Cause
only
why
person
wouldn't
that's
you?
immune from prosecution in the British system is the monarch, though. I believe that's the only person, because the monarch is basically the progenitor of all law in the UK. So, and even then,
Yeah.
you go back in the history, Charles I didn't exactly fare too well with that, with the whole, revolution.
Right. So yes, they're kind of immune from prosecution, but there's also, if public opinion sways against them, it can be very, very bad. So they're basically, they have a reputation to upkeep, and this absolutely slaughters it. So I don't think Charles would sort of go after his brother, but I think under pressure, he can't not allow a prosecution if they actually bring it against him, because the royals being there kind of the royals are kind of in charge as long as they don't do anything.
Yeah.
As
No, you're
soon as
right.
they start to do anything, people get pissed off with them. So yeah.
Well, and people have talked about we need to get rid of the monarchy, but the kind of issue with that is the fact that the monarchy, when you actually look at their legal titles, own about 2/3 of all of the land in the country. So if you get rid of the monarchy, you basically have to totally strip them of all of their legal titles, apropos of nothing.
I mean, that's fine. They can still keep the property. It's just that the problem is that they get funded by the taxpayers. Basically, they receive money from them, and the argument is that they provide tourism and stuff. But I don't think that counterbalances just how much freaking money they get.
I think that I remember seeing pre-COVID studies saying that it did counterbalance it, but given how much tourism has changed post-COVID, that very much so could have changed afterwards. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it did. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of ambivalent. The Queen doesn't really do anything in Australia. They just the Governor General essentially, if there's only been once where the Governor General has stood up to the Parliament, and spoiler alert, Governor General lost.
Is there any groups in Canada or Australia that are anti-Commonwealth?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Republicans. They're
Republican,
Republicans, so they want a republic.
Yeah,
But
there's
the only thing that some people are they don't want their current lot, because that's what would happen. One of the current lot would become president instead of Some people don't
Not
like
necessarily.
That
No, not necessarily.
either.
Not necessarily, because for instance, Japan isn't part of the Commonwealth and they have a prime minister. It just depends on whether you're a representative democracy or whether you're a republic. That's basically the difference. So yeah, and I mean, I'm against the royals. I don't think we should have them. I think they're outdated, outmoded. I'm happy to be part of the Commonwealth still. That's fine, but I just don't think we need. I think that our constitution sucks, and we really need to update it with how things function now, because the constitution kind of has the Queen being in charge of all the armed forces. I'll be the king now, but the Queen was in charge, and they're not. They're absolutely not. No one's going to the King Charles and going, hey, what should we do with our armed? No,
Right.
that is just not happening.
Well, the right for the British monarch to even have direct authority over the army got stripped with the revolution from Oliver Cromwell. So yeah, the Royal Army stopped being a thing in the early 1600s. There's still the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force. Those got restored in the 1660 restoration?
They had a
Something like
Royal Air Force back then?
No, they made one.
Well, according to
afterwards.
Trump, they manned the airports.
What?
Yeah.
Trump said that the revolution, that George Washington protected the airports from the British. I'm not making this up.
No, I believe you, because he said the most. But I don't understand why in America the headline each and every day is "Man has dementia and is in charge." Because if you look at how he if you look at what he says, it is so. It's not just that gets the wrong word or whatever, it's so disconnected. Like he
Right.
doesn't have a string of thoughts that he's putting together in sequence. He goes off on rambling crap. Like, you know, Biden was bad. Don't get me wrong. He was an old man and a bit decrepit and a bit, you know, out of it. But Trump's a whole new level. He is so, like, he goes on about that kind of stuff, right? Like George Washington and airports in his day, and, you know, rambles on about. I don't understand why the main story every day is not this man has his finger on the nuclear button and he has dementia. Like
because unfortunately the right did a pretty good job of basically just propagating this narrative where Biden was the only one that had dementia.
Well,
whereas
Trump
both
wasn't
of
always
them
like this.
No, I
Like,
agree.
you
He was
see
way
him
more
talk
lucid in
when-
his first term.
Well, when he was younger, he was actually really well spoken and a lot more like his ideas had more connectedness, right? They were more connected, they were more pertinent to each other. They had a semblance of structure, and now he doesn't even have any structure to him. He just rambles nonsensically.
Yeah, but he serves the oligarchy well, and those are the people that own the major media, you know.
Well,
he gave them a major tax cut twice.
Yeah.
Those were his big
Well, I
accomplishments
do know,
in his.
but I do know Rupert Murdoch cannot stand him. He fucking hates him. Absolutely loathes Trump. And Rupert Murdoch, the ironic thing, the really ironic thing is that Rupert Murdoch has wanted to get a man on the inside, like a puppet, for ages. And the hilarious thing is, it turns out to be somebody who he can't stand, which is kind of hilarious. You know, it's like ironic.
I'm sure he cries into big bundles of money every time he goes to bed.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I just have a little clip. It's 30 seconds to play for in honor of Mark's appearance here.
Oh, okay. Am I going to hate this? Is this one of the clipped
No.
parts?
I think you'll like it.
I'm sure I will. I'm semi-hard already. Go for it.
Oh.
Under the shade of a coolabah tree, when he sang and he watched and waited till his spirit boiled, you'll come a waltzing with Hilda with me.
Hey, big bad mama.
Is it echoing for anybody else?
Yeah, badly. Yeah.
She thought she won this discussion I had with her about the evolution of marsupials, but I just can't see it. I think I destroyed her.
Well,
the evolution of marsupials. I mean, that's an interesting topic. Did you go into ERVs?
No, I basically did it from a biogeographic standpoint of the breakup of Gondwana land and, you know, the connection of Australia with Antarctica and South America.
So there's kind of a little problem. That is, there is like 1 or 2 marsupials in South America. I think the
no, but there used to be. There's fossil marsupials
there
in
was
Australia,
tons,
right? Tons, like big ones. That's where the origin of marsupials came from, North or South America, the Americas somewhere. But you know, I contrasted that with her creationist belief that the marsupials came from Noah's Ark and settled back in Australia, even though we have fossil sites in Australia that must have been there before the flood. So she had no answer to that. And
but she doesn't believe they were before the flood. That's the thing.
Right.
Well,
she brought up that these she brought up a photo of a couple moles, and one was a marsupial mole and one was a placental mole. And she said, look, these look exactly alike. And how can you explain this? And I said, they're not exactly alike. A scientist would go in and look at the anatomy, the physiology of these two species, and they're completely different. And she said, well, one of these is, you know, she showed a whale and 2 moles. And she said, which one's different from the others? And I said, you're just going by appearance. And she thought that was a big gotcha.
The marsupial knoll is actually different because it uses a pouch system.
It's a marsupial. It's a non-placental mammal, and it just fills the same niche as the other.
Different.
it just fills
placenta's
the same
different.
niche.
Yeah.
It just fills the same niche as the other mole does, the placental.
Oh, well, I got a better one for you, and that's monotremes. That's
Right.
the
Echidnas
platypus
and
and the
platypus,
echidna.
yeah.
Right. And they've got no comparison anywhere in the world except
Right.
for in certain areas in Australia. And they find it very hard to say why these particular organisms have only evolved or only come about, or they made their way to Australia exclusively. And they're so different because they are true non-placental. They lay
Yeah.
eggs.
Right.
And they're the only two mammals to lay eggs because they're monotremes. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
But it can all actually be explained with a series of endogenous retroviruses. There's the SIRH, I think it's 13 and 12. One of those viruses caused the development of marsupials, and one of them caused the development of eutherians, like proper placental mammals.
You should go on there one time, Mark. Maybe you have.
Oh,
gone on
Rebecca
there.
doesn't want to talk to me. She last time I tried to talk to her, she's like, "Oh, I'm not talking to atheists anymore." It's
Oh,
like,
she talked to
okay.
Grayson the other day. She talked to me.
Yeah.
I
She talked to
find it.
Erica not too long
Yeah, she talked
ago.
to Gutsick not too long ago.
I've asked her to talk to me, and every time she's just not interested.
Yeah, but it's an open room. It's not something you even have to plan. Yeah, it's
Open
called
room?
it's called Examining Origins.
You just
is the site.
piqued Mark's interest.
Right.
Hey guys,
Absolutely.
Brianna just got the apple pie ready, so I'm gonna jump off. Have a good night.
Oh.
Take care.
Okay, Aiden.
Ed.
Take care.
Thank you. Sorry about the recording not being good because I thought.
Oh, that's
that-
okay. That was what I used for the opening because I was talking about Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, one thing about her is that she's only accepted one thing that anybody's given her as evidence for evolution, which is what Gutsick did.
Catholic.
Yeah, I think I don't remember what it was. I just remember.
Yeah,
I remember
except she said Gutsick made really good arguments for human evolution when she was on there.
Yeah, that's what she said. Gutsick is the only one who's ever provided any actual evidence for evolution. So
Well, Grayson sent me a new study that's come out that is like, it's basically, we've observed endogenous retroviruses in some fish, swordfish, I think. Yeah, it was swordfish. It's invading the species and it provides a functional benefit. I haven't actually read the paper yet, but I've looked through it because he only sent it today. But it looks really interesting. It's basically showing how this virus is providing a functional benefit as far as the coloring and ability to hide for this swordfish. So it's now sort of that particular genotype is actually taking over the populations because it's so beneficial. And we know it comes from a virus. We're watching it in action provides a functional and beneficial property to that organism, which is awesome.
Which is always one of their arguments against it. I mean, standing for truth always.
Oh,
brings
they
that
don't
up.
have an argument. Oh,
Yeah.
please. They don't have they basically
you've
go,
heard that.
well,
You've heard
yeah,
that
it's
before, that since
beneficial,
it
so
has-
it's got to.
Right.
It's beneficial, so it's got to be God. Okay, what evidence do
Right.
you have of that? None. But it's got to be God, right? It's
Yeah.
the dumbest argument. They don't actually have anything to back it up.
Mark.
Whereas we've got what?
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were about to finish.
Well, we've got stuff like, okay, you've got the AIDS, retrovirus. It provides it can provide immunity to some diseases. So we've got examples of where a retrovirus has invaded a species and then provided a functional effect. And they say, well, no, it can't be that because it has to, because it has some sort of benefit, it has to be provided by God. And I don't get that argument when you've got, on one hand, all of this evidence, like a ton of evidence of retrovirus elements being incorporated and fixated into species. And on the other hand, you've got, well, my book says so. I do not understand. And then Donnie pisses me off because then he goes, oh, it's agnostic. Could be either. And it's like, no, that is the least agnostic thing that you could ever have. And I might add, you'd have to, God would have had to set that up. so it looks like an invading virus.
Well,
Why?
have you ever considered that God told that virus to go infect the swordfish?
Hey, that's fine. You know, if this is the thing, evolution doesn't actually disprove any God, right? That doesn't say, oh, well, a God couldn't have created the evolutionary process. It doesn't eliminate that, but it does eliminate some claims like Adam and Eve and, you know,
Yeah, it eliminates
Noah
the
and the boat
biblical
and
God.
correct. Well, I mean, yeah, but some people believe in the biblical God and they just take the creation stories as you know,
Metaphor, yeah.
spiritual guides and stories and metaphor. Yeah, exactly. Sort of hyperbole. And it doesn't eliminate that God, but they are fundamentalists. They have to believe that fundamentally and literally the Bible is describing the origin of the universe and species and stuff. So they won't, you know, that they will just go, well, I have to. It's basically, you're basically getting the conclusion first. You're
Right.
saying that the book's description of how things happened is the conclusion. How do I work towards it? Instead of this is what and this is what we're
The
doing in
evidence
science, is
shows,
saying,
yeah.
yeah, we observe things around us, investigate, study, test, and what conclusion does that lead us to? It's ass backwards as far as I'm concerned.
And it's such a childish conclusion. I mean, Noah's Ark. I mean, believing in a literal Noah's Ark is just intuitively, it sounds bad. It sounds wrong. But they have to.
Well,
they have to. That's how they explain biodiversity, is the literal
Yes.
global flood. And
Yeah, I know. But
it's
I
the
mean, when you
it's the
say,
weakest part of their argument. Always is the global flood, I think.
well, when you say intuitively, I think that culture and how you're raised has a great deal to do with what is intuitively true and intuitively false. So if you're raised in, like, you know, a racist household, you would say, well, intuitively, you know, this race is better than that one. You know, that
Maybe I meant critical thinking as opposed
well,
to
I mean,
intuition.
maybe it just to me and you, intuitively, you would say that sounds ridiculous because, you know, we have been raised, or at least learnt or imparted upon critical thinking, where you use logic and, you know, an ordered system of cognition to sort of break these things down. But I don't think they were raised with that.
I wasn't.
Yeah, Phantom was raised in the I forget the initials.
IBLP.
Phantom.
IBLP.
Yeah, but
The
I
Shiny
did
Happy
sort of
People group.
Oh,
You know that?
yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I think I remember that, Phantom. Like, you were a cult baby. No offense. But hey, you know, I did say like raised with or learnt, because I mean, you can learn that stuff, right? Like, you can go back and you can go, okay, that's what deconstruction is. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Donnie will probably, Grayson's just messaging you. Donnie will probably say that doesn't count since the phenotypic benefit occurs because the ERV acts as a promoter for an already existing gene. Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh.
but you know, like, sort of, but it can't act on a non-existing gene. That's the thing. Like, yeah, it's stupid.
Just a 5-minute mark.
5-minute warning.
Yeah. sorry about
Donnie
that.
never addresses the insertion locations, though, of these ERVs, which
Oh, of
are
course not.
the same in all organisms, and they happen to mirror the things that we've already found out from building phylogenetic trees through other
just
ways,
he
homology
just
or
claims
anatomy, or
claims
even
that
the fossil record.
he
I
just
mean,
claims
the
they're not
ERVs.
inserted. He just claims they're not inserted. That's how he gets around it. He just goes, well, the ones that are beneficial are not inserted. They're put there by God.
Yet they
And
have
it's
the
like,
same
well,
composition as actual viruses. I mean, that
correct,
doesn't make any sense.
correct. Yes, and we've seen beneficial functions come out of retroviruses, right? Like, we've seen this happen. But because it hasn't had long enough to fix in the population, he's like, well, fixation, yeah, the ones that you think are fixed, like, he's just making shit up. Like, let's face it, he's just making shit up in order to allow it to work.
He's good at
So
making
he's just,
shit up.
I don't think so. No, I mean,
Well,
he's claimed to have solved
he's
the
made a
heat
career
problem
out of
no
it.
less than 4 times. Well, yeah, but
Go ahead.
No, go for it. I just think he preys on vulnerable people, like he just really does. But
I heard Dr. Dan talking about him. He's now just doing AI blog posts or something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's not even writing his own blog posts anymore. He's doing
or scientific papers. Maybe it was.
Well,
I don't
they're
remember.
blogs. No, they're blogs. I think.
Okay.
But Dr. Dan did an expose on it, and basically found features in those blog posts that prove that they're AI generated. And he found errors in them, of course. Yeah.
Well, I mean, AI or no AI is going to find errors in them. Let's face it, it's Donnie.
Right.
But
and Donnie's a step up from Hovind, I would say. Donnie, at least, Donnie doesn't just say that these things are false just out of hand. Like, there is no fossil record, there is no geologic column. There is the radiometric dating is 100% false. All these things that Hovind just rejects out of hand. Donnie at least tries to. He's more. What would the term be? I mean, he's full of crap, just like Kent Hovind is, but he makes it sound better to those people somehow.
Yeah, he attempts to explain that away. It's just, when you actually drill down, his attempts to Donnie is a projection master, because he kind of talks about, these evolutionists have a rescue device, and it's like, Donnie, you come up with the biggest amounts of bullshit to rescue your hypothesis here. It's ridiculous. It's actually incredible. I find him and Rawmat are some of the dodgiest people that I've ever seen online arguing this stuff. Like, seriously, it is
Redefine
really,
Living is the
really
most
dodgy.
unlikable creationist there is in my mind.
Yeah, but he's just pre-sup, he's just.
But he tries to make scientific arguments sometimes, and he even
does he?
Yes, he tried to explain
I've never talked to him for
plate
long enough, to be
tectonics
honest with you.
using Walt Brown's. And he said, "What if the plates are on giant water beds and they moved rapidly on this?" It was the most. I actually made a short of it. It was so ridiculous, but.
Well, it's one step up from Hovind. I mean, he has had the most ridiculous. I'm not even going to call them hypotheses. Like the lunar bukkake, the
rings of Saturn.
ice canopy.
The rings of Saturn.
Yeah.
Came from the fountains of the deep. Yeah, the ice canopy.
The ice canopy. Only Hovind could attempt to solve a problem in such a way that would make it 10 times worse. Only he could do that. Because if you don't know, and this may be for the audience, he basically said that the heat problem could be solved by having a canopy of ice that would cool the Earth. You know what happens when you put a transparent medium in front of sunlight? Do you know what happens? It's called the greenhouse effect, Kent.
Yeah.
You're basically saying, hey, I'm going to allow shortwave radiation in, but the ice being transparent but a solid surface wouldn't allow the long wave out. Congratulations, you've just made it hotter. Congratulations, Ken. You're a master. You're a master at cell phone. Congratulations. I mean, that is special.
And he only addresses the heat problem of radioactive decay, but he misses that there's a heat problem for rapid plate tectonics. There's a heat problem in the formation of limestone. All these different things have heat problems.
How old is the heat problem?
Is the big one though.
I wasn't aware of it.
It must have been from the 90s or so, because the RATE project that tried to solve it was somewhere around there, wasn't it? And it basically said,
what was it, Vanner?
Oh, I was just when I went to
When
one
was it
of
from?
Kent Hovind's seminars in the mid 90s, and he was talking about the ice canopy then. I thought the heat problem was newer than that.
That I don't know.
Because it could be that he already had this idea about the ice canopy, because he uses it to also provide the
Well, he already had it. Yeah, he already had it before. Yeah, you're right. He already had the ice canopy theory, quote unquote, before people really started talking about the heat problem in creationism.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he had to for the baryonic pressure system, and also to provide extra water for the flood.
Oof.
It's just ridiculous.
It's so dumb.
It's a never-ending battle. And we've all been doing it for years.
Yep. I'll thank everybody for coming on. So I got to go now.
Thanks, Claude.
Thanks,
no,
Claude.
it's
Thanks,
been
Claude.
fun. Yeah. We've had
Short
a
and
good,
sweet.
Good to
good
see
breadth of
everybody.
discussion. Oh, it's been nearly 2 hours, which is long for the Claude. It's not one of these 6-hour ones. I never do those. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
No, see you.
See you.